Welcome back to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Abby Peel, coming to you from Bar Harbor Bank and Trust right here on Newport Road in New London. And I'm now joined by Jason Edgar, who's the president of Bar Harbor Bank Wealth Management. Hi, Jason.
Hey, Abby.
I'm excited to talk with you, and thanks for hosting us.
Thanks for having me.
So let's just talk about Bar Harbor as a whole. I mean, you have a lot of locations, you have some new locations, but why Bar Harbor?
Well, Bar Harbor is it's a great place. First of all, we've added new locations, northern New Hampshire, with the merger of Woodsville Guarantee. So we're excited about that.
That's awesome.
It just speaks to our commitment to being in the communities we're in northern New England, in Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont. We want to be, the local bank that has sophistication of a larger bank, but delivered at a smaller point of contact in the communities that we serve. And I think that's a big value proposition for us, is being credentialed individuals who are experienced, servicing our clients in the communities we live in.
And so many different ways of service, which we'll get into. You have a lot of different services that you offer here. But I think the community part's so important. You guys give back a ton, and not just here in New London, in all of your locations and in the state, but also the community aspect that when you come into a branch, you know the same people. It's the same people over and over, and you get a personal connection. Yeah,
well, I think that speaks to the culture of the bank. And I think that's culture's a hard thing to put your finger on, but I think a level of trust with our management team. I think people know that we care about our employees and our communities. And so I think that makes it a unique place where there's a consistency that you can see in our employee base. People like it here, people want to be here, and our employees in turn want to help our communities. And so I think that's a big part of our mission.
Right, and the longevity too. I mean, for years you see the same person when you come in to see one of the tellers or through the drive-through, whatever it may be, or a specific person for wealth management, whatever it may be. So many of us who have lived here for decades, myself included, will remember this was Lake Sunapee Bank, and then you can tell me the exact year, but it became Bar Harbor Bank and Trust. And so I know that 9 new locations, you're constantly looking for, but why be the Bank of Northern New England? Why is that so important to Bar Harbor?
I think it speaks to our values. I think it's, we don't want to be something that we're not. And I think our employees, our roots, our values are in northern New England communities. It's very different when you start traveling, in Metro Boston. And a lot of banks like to move to areas where they think it's, that's the place to be, and you turn around and you look and there's, 10 different banks in the backyard.
Right.
And at the end of the day, that creates a challenging, hyper-competitive market that makes it very challenging to differentiate yourself.
Yeah.
And so we're fine being who we are, staying in the markets who we are, servicing the customers that we live and work with. And that tends to be, the northern New England market, and we'll continue to, grow in those markets, as we can. And
very exciting too to think about all the possibilities, because northern New England's a big area to cover.
Yeah.
Talk about your position specifically. What is your role intend here at Bar Harbor?
So I oversee our wealth management group, which we manage about just under $3.5 billion of client assets, high net worth individuals as well as institutional clients in Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, but also as clients age and retire and move, we have clients all over the country that we service. So my job is to basically steer the ship, run a business that is very important to the bank. Wealth management is a significant business line.
Yeah.
We're a sizable entity for a community to regional bank. So we're one of the bigger trust companies of a bank headquartered in northern New England.
Oh, interesting.
So I think we're a pretty important contributor to the bank.
And so when we come back next week, we'll talk about some of the more specific things about estate planning and planning for later in life, which are extremely important things, and you have a lot of services that can help people do that. Jason, thanks for joining me this week.
Thanks for having me.